Morara Kebaso has gained popularity with his unique criticism of President William Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza government. Morara became a sensation on social media for his impersonation of President Ruto and his outspoken views on stalled development projects in Kenya. He has been touring the country conducting spot checks on stalled government projects initiated by the Kenya Kwanza administration and posting his findings on social media. Morara Kebaso's journey into politics is marked by a blend of personal conviction, community engagement, and strategic maneuvering within the political landscape. Here's a detailed overview of how he navigated this path. Welcome to Warui Ignatius TV. Subscribe, like for future engagements, and support the channel Warui Ignatius TV. Details below. Morara Kebaso was born and raised in Kizii. Morara comes from a family of real warriors of this nation. His great-grandfather John Kebaso was the first senator of Kizii in the Majimbo system, and his grandfather George Morara was the MP West Mugirango. Unfortunately, both of them lost their lives in circumstances that cannot be a coincidence. From a young age, Kebaso showed a keen interest in learning. He often walked long distances to attend school, motivated by the belief that education was his pathway to a better life. His teachers recognized his potential and encouraged him to pursue his dreams, instilling in him a sense of purpose. Morara's talents in drama and music made him stand out during his time at Maseno School. In a past interview, he said he frequently clashed with school authorities at Maseno, and he was expelled. Morara revealed that he then enrolled at St. Francis Gakendo Secondary School and was the first student to score an A in the institution since 1979. After finishing high school, he sought employment and worked as a waiter at Ufanisi Resorts and as a merchandiser for K-Salt, selling salt. He then turned to entrepreneurship, exploring various business ventures, including selling avocados and running an eatery, among other endeavors. In terms of hustling, I have done many things. I had a hotel in Kawangware 56. We lived in a single room in Kawangware Soko Mjinga, where we paid 1,800 Kenyan shillings, rent, Morara said. I sold avocados that used to come from Xi at 5 Kenyan shillings, then we resold them at 15 Kenyan shillings. We used to make good profits. I should go back to that business. His desire to make a difference led him to pursue a degree in Bachelor of Laws (LLB) law at Kenyatta University. At university, he became active in student politics and advocacy, organizing campaigns around issues like student rights and social justice. His leadership roles helped him build a strong network of supporters. Kebaso's involvement in Kenyatta University student government allowed him to address pressing concerns, such as campus facilities and mental health resources. His ability to mobilize fellow students established him as a key figure in university activism. Advocacy work. He organized community outreach programs focused on youth unemployment and civic education, laying the groundwork for his future political career. While at university, he doubled as a mathematics and physics teacher at Kabru Secondary School. He invested in a wines and spirits business with the money he earned from his teaching job. Morara was also engaged in other businesses, including online writing, selling insurance, and dealing in land. First steps into politics. After graduating, Kebaso sought to make a difference in his community by running for local government. His platform emphasized transparency and inclusivity, aiming to address the needs of marginalized groups. Police harassment. Target of intimidation. As he gained traction in local politics, Kebaso became a target of harassment by the Kenyan police. This included unwarranted arrests. Kebaso faced several instances of being detained without cause, particularly during or after public protests and advocacy events. Surveillance and intimidation. He was often followed or monitored by police, creating a climate of fear intended to discourage his activism. Physical and verbal abuse. Reports of police using aggressive tactics to intimidate him and his supporters emerged, including threats and aggressive questioning. Public response. These experiences of harassment attracted significant attention from his community and the media. Kebaso used his platform to speak out against police brutality, emphasizing the need for accountability and reform within the Kenyan police force. His advocacy highlighted the broader issues of human rights abuses that many citizens faced. Establishing a political identity. Human rights advocacy. The harassment he faced helped solidify his identity as a human rights advocate. Kebaso focused on issues such as police reform, youth empowerment, and social justice, making him a voice for those affected by similar abuses. Public engagement. His experiences resonated with many, leading to increased support for his initiatives. He often addressed these issues in public forums, using his story to galvanize action and awareness around police brutality. Growing influence. Building alliances. Kebaso formed partnerships with civil society organizations and human rights activists, amplifying his message and advocating for systemic changes in policing. National visibility. His outspoken stance against police harassment garnered national media attention, providing him with a platform to advocate for policy reforms and human rights protections. Current role. Leadership position. Lawyer-turned-activist Morara Kebaso Sr. has embarked on a mission to shake up Kenya's political landscape ahead of the 2027 general election. Leading the newly established Inject political party of Kenya, Kebaso has positioned himself as a fierce critic of President William Ruto's administration. He is determined to reform the country's political system, which he believes is riddled with inefficiencies and corruption. At 29 years of age, the outspoken activist has expressed confidence that he and his party can bring about much-needed change in Kenya. Inject Party of Kenya will sweep parliament and all elective seats like a flash flood. People of Kenya, you are welcome to your office in Kahawa Sukari, Kiu River Road, 6th South Avenue. Pamoja tujenge chama. He wrote on his X account moments after the Registrar of Political Parties and Nderitu approved his application for his party. Kebaso, who shot to fame through his online content blending humor with civic education to engage the youth, continues to draw attention, becoming, in his words, a target of the state. His videos showcase stalled government projects across the country, despite allocated resources and paid contractors. While his work has garnered widespread support from Kenyans, some are not as pleased. He was recently arrested and charged with cyber harassment, accused of posting defamatory content about businessman David Langat and linking President Ruto to Langat's financial troubles. Impactful initiatives. He champions legislation aimed at reforming policing practices, ensuring community input in safety measures, and providing support for victims of police violence. Legacy and impact. Community empowerment. Kebaso's work has had a transformative effect on his community, fostering resilience and encouraging civic engagement. His advocacy has led to increased awareness and calls for accountability within the police force. Mentorship. Committed to future generations, he mentors young activists and politicians, sharing his experiences and encouraging them to engage in public service and fight for their rights. Morara Kebaso's journey into politics is marked by resilience in the face of police harassment and a steadfast commitment to social change. His experiences highlight the challenges many activists face in Kenya, while also showcasing the potential for advocacy to effect meaningful reform. If you'd like to explore more specific aspects or have further questions, feel free to engage on the comments section. Family. Mercy Morara, the silent pillar behind the scenes. Morara's wife, Mercy Morara, has consistently stood by his side and managed their ventures. Mercy has actively supported her husband's public efforts through her social media accounts. The couple started their married life in modest circumstances and have now been married for 6 years. On October 6, 2024, political activist Morara Kebaso made his first public appearance, 3 days after a violent attack during the public participation event at Bomas of Kenya, which focused on the impeachment of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Morara, who appeared visibly shaken, was accompanied by his wife, Mercy Morara, in a display of support and resilience. Although not as publicly recognized as her husband, Mercy Morara has consistently stood by Morara's side. While her husband stepped away from the family business to focus on his political pursuits, Mercy took charge, managing their ventures with determination. Through her personal social media accounts, Mercy has actively supported her husband's public efforts. On her Facebook page, she recently posted a message of gratitude to those who have been standing by them during these turbulent times. "Thank you for standing with my husband. Morara Kebaso Sr. Asante sana Mungu awabariki sana," wrote Mercy, reflecting the couple's reliance on faith and community support during their ordeal. A humble beginning together. The couple's journey is a testament to endurance and mutual support. During an interview with Dr. Afwanik on TV47, Morara shared personal details about their life together, revealing that they started their married life in modest circumstances. "I started life with my wife in a single room," Morara recalled. He explained that after making the bold decision to commit to each other, he invited his then-girlfriend, now wife, to move in with him in their humble rented room on the outskirts of Nairobi. Read, controversial info about Ruto's dealings with billionaire that got Morara arrested. Morara has often praised Mercy for standing with him through life's challenges, saying, "To my wife Mercy Morara, life hasn't been easy, we've been in the mountains with you." 6 years of marriage and counting. Morara and Mercy have now been married for 6 years, a milestone that Morara proudly shared during the TV47 interview. The activist credited his wife's support as a key factor in his ability to pursue his public role. As Morara continues his political journey, it is clear that his wife Mercy remains a steadfast figure, providing emotional and practical support. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and share for future engagements. Support the channel Warui Ignatius TV. Details down there.